Hey guys, it's Kirsten. So I thought I would do this little girl just for fun. You can see down here, this was taken in, let's see, February of 17. So, like, 2 years ago, something. Anyway, so just in ACR, real quick, I bumped the darks in the curves layer up 17. I kind of like doing it that way, it evens out the skin tone and whatnot. You can see I bumped up the exposure. For some reason, I shot it super dark. Kind of just play around here, bring the vibrance up a little bit. I don't really think that does a whole ton, but anyway. Just kind of do that a little bit. I don't like doing a whole ton usually. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open it. I was going to show you the final product. Let me see if it's right. That was the final. Let's get back over here. Okay, so the first thing I am going to do is crop it to the 15 by 11, but you can see I just shot really tight. She was running around all over the studio. So let's do a little rule of thirds action over here. That's going to be a mess down by her foot, but that's okay. Cross your fingers. Don't forget to cross your fingers. Okay, well I figured that would be a mess, but that's fine. Ugh, I'm going to have to clone it though. So you can see I only used the smidgiest of smidge of glitter because I hate glitter so much. Um, Glitter is little shards of glass, even if it's plastic, and all you need is something to go in someone's eye and you will be pretty much done. That would not be fun at all. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is smooth out the background, I think. So let's click on the quick selection tool, and then up here it says select subject. That'll be the quickest way since it's just her. Okay, and then we're going to do select and mask. Start at her pinky toe, just so you know where to end. Otherwise, I literally go around like 4 times and I'm like, where did I start? Where did I end? And honestly, with all the glitter we're adding, we probably really don't need to smooth out the background like we're doing, but this is a good technique to learn anyway. Okay, so now let's let it think for 7 hours. And okay, and then hit invert over here. You're going to output to new layer with layer mask. Hit OK. Turn on the background layer, and then click on the original layer over here, not the layer mask, but over here. So now the little girl is safe and sound over on the mask. We're going to click on the gradient tool right over here. We're going to click on foreground to transparent, which is right here. We're going to click on the first one, which is linear. Okay. Then we're going to hit the Alt button, which brings you to the eyedropper, and we're going to sample right close to her head. Okay. Now we're going to just drag and drop. You know what I just realized? Let's go back. I have it on reverse. Oops. Because I was doing something else. I was doing another project. So let's take off reverse. Ah, okay, that looks much better. Okay, so we want to keep the crease in the background, so it looks like she's not a sticker, as my daughter says. Okay, and then what I usually do is I click on the layer mask because I don't like it looking too cookie cutter. So I am going to get let's start with a black brush and bring the opacity down to like 30%. And I'm just going to kind of go around her like this, because that will eliminate like the halo. Mostly around her little hairdo. Okay. Okay, that looks good to me. So that just gives it a nice, quick, smooth. Alrighty then. Okay, so one thing I'm going to try is the elliptical marquee tool, which is up here. You right click, select the elliptical, 500 feather up here. We're going to put a kind of a tight circle around her little toe and her little hair. And then we're going to do Control Shift I, Control J, right in a row. Control Shift I, Control J. This dress I got on Amazon. Type in sequin dress for girls, and it's like $8. Okay. Then we're going to do multiply. We're going to just lower it a little bit. We're going to put a layer mask on it, which is the rectangle down here with a polka dot. Let's see. So white means black. We're going to do 100%, and we're just going to make sure that the vignette didn't get on her. And again, we don't need to go berserk because we're going to fill this with glitter anyway. So what I did was I had one of those big fat art sequins, and I put like 3 in her hand, and I was like, blow. But she was 2. She literally blew. The 2 sequins fell on the ground, and then she like booked it in the other direction. Okay, so I'm going to have this real low at like 50%. I just want to bring the focal point right to her. Okay. Flatten image. Okay, so next, let's do a little bit of the directional glitter. So place linked. And then I have my overlays and glitter. Okay. So I get my glitter I got some from Squeejo. I got some from BP for You, and I got some from someone was giving them away free a million years ago. Let's see. Okay, so this is the one I think. So remember, if it's a black background, we do the blending mode to screen. Okay, that looks good. And then we're going to put a layer mask on it so we can paint it off her feet. So white is a black brush, 100%. Okay. Just don't want it on her little toes. Okay, so now we want to look for some that actually looks like she's blowing it. That one looks good. All right, I like this one. Then do screen. You can see the line right here, so we're gonna have to, look, it looks like a box. First of all, make it look a little bit more realistic. Add a layer mask over here. I'm just gonna pop back over here because I honestly, whoops, I meant over here, sorry. Oh, I did it way different. Interesting. Okay, who cares? All right, layer mask. Okay, so black brush. We just want to get a little bit of the weird Okay, then we're going to just very carefully, excuse me. Okay, we're going to leave that. Let me see let me see if I can find the one I did use. It's going like more to the side. I bet it was this one. Yeah, it was definitely that one. But honestly, I kind of like the one that I picked here. Okay, so then I'm going to do the big fancy one, which is definitely down here. I know for a fact. So I really like that one. Maybe this one. Actually, I'm going to open, can I open both? No, one at a time. Okay, so we're going to hold the shift key down so we can just kind of line it up. Let's go all the way down. I'm going to put a layer mask, black. So now we have to be careful painting it off because this wasn't a total black background. So if we erase some, you can see right here, it's gray. This has a tint to it. So instead of painting it off, because like, for example, I want to paint, whoops, I switched that by mistake. Like I want to switch this one off, but now if I do that, because it's not, so we can't do that. So we're going to have to leave that and then do a content aware for the big bokehs. Okay, then I'm going to do that other one real quick. I think it was this one. Oops. Screen. So layer mask, black brush. Now we can just do it full on down below and then kind of a little bit less up like that. Take it off of her. I love it. Let's see if I can get that one in her hair without being too destructive. Oh, it's that one. Silly. All right, there we go. All right, this looks adorable. So obviously it's been 3 years since I've done it, so this one obviously is a little bit different. I'm actually kind of digging this a whole lot. All right, so we're going to go ahead and flatten. Okay, I'm going to end this tutorial before I try to make the video because I honestly don't remember. It's been so long. I'm going to kind of play around. Oh, one thing I'm going to do actually, let me see if I can clone out this bokeh ball. Oh, whoops, hang on. You got to put the feather at 0. There we go. I'm just going to go like this. Hit backspace or whatever the max shortcut is. There we go, because that one was just kind of funky. We can probably do it with this one too. There we go. Okay. All right, fantastic. This looks great. So I'm going to end this tutorial and then start up the other one. Okay, bye for now.